Why do accessibility audits cost so much? The answer primarily comes down to the amount of time necessary to complete an accessibility audit and the experience and expertise necessary to conduct an accessibility audit. So, as far as time, I have here 1.5 to 3.5 hours per page or screen for the primary pages or screens of a digital asset. Also, take into account that usually for most digital assets, we are auditing in both desktop and mobile environments. And with an audit, this is going to be a formal evaluation of the accessibility of a digital asset. And when we're auditing, we're effectively grading against a technical standard. So usually this is going to be WCAG 2.1 or 2.2 AA that we are grading a digital asset against. So just looking at WCAG 2.1 AA, there are 50 success criteria. So when I say 50 success criteria, think of 50 requirements for accessibility. So the auditor is going to need to have all of these different requirements in mind. And then while they're going through the page or the screen, they're going to be evaluating everything for conformance with the web content accessibility guidelines. So every navigation menu, every button, every checkbox, every slider, every piece of content, all of the text, that is all going to be effectively graded against the web content accessibility guidelines. And it takes a significant amount of time to do so. Because again, as I said earlier, we're also usually more than one environment is involved. So it could be just desktop, and just the desktop alone might take 1 to 2 hours, maybe even more. But then if we add the mobile environment as well, then it's going to take that much more additional time. And then we're going to be evaluating the different pages or screens using different methodologies. So we'll be screen reader testing, we'll be keyboard testing, we'll be visually inspecting, we'll be listening for any audible, we'll be listening for any noises, for any audible indications. We'll be looking at the code where applicable. We may be using different tools. So we may use a color contrast analyzer tool. So all of this is happening with an accessibility audit. And that is why it takes so much time to complete the audit. And of course, along with this, the person has to have expertise in accessibility. So they very much need to be a technical accessibility expert. And very few people are technical accessibility experts. Even if you consider the entire, if you think about everyone on the planet, if we look at everyone on the planet, there are probably less than, I would say, 25,000 technical accessibility experts. So they are relatively rare. And to be a technical accessibility expert as a starting point, you must be fluent in the web content accessibility guidelines, because I said that they are effectively grading your digital asset for every page or screen and all of the content on the different pages or screens. They are evaluating constantly against the web content accessibility guidelines. So they must know these technical standards inside and out. And they also must be able to use assistive technology. So primarily what's in play here are screen readers. So they need to be able to use the different screen readers. So this could be NVDA, this could be JAWS, this could be VoiceOver, this could be TalkBack, etc. So the person must be a technical accessibility expert. And not only do they need to be an expert, but they need to have experience in auditing and using all of these different evaluation methodologies. So there's a lot that goes into conducting an accessibility audit, and it takes a fair amount of time. Obviously, the time necessary is going to depend on the scope, but this is why accessibility audits cost so much. So this is one video in a series of videos where we are looking at the frequently asked questions that clients ask us about accessibility audits. So I will include a link to the entire playlist in the description. I will also include other resources to help you with your accessibility project. So that will do it for this video. We will continue on with the next.